I'm Michael Pease here with Abram Allred at Grapplers Elite. Now we're going to work on a leg reap throw right there. What I want to do is what I'm going to do is end up leaning him to this corner. So not straight back, not straight to the side, but this corner, and I'm going to reap this leg out. Okay, so for practicing, Abe is going to slap with this hand. Okay, as we go down. So I'm going to drive him in, sweeping that leg out. Now let me show you some different steps. First of all, what we want to learn is, partners, to learn this, I find if you're, don't bend over for them, don't overly move with them, but don't resist it at the same time. To learn this, if you have a gi, I recommend grab the collar and the elbow or sleeve. I'm going to grab at the elbow with my arm on the inside if I can. Okay, so I've got like a steering wheel effect, all right? If I don't, I can practice on the arm and the neck, and I can use to push my elbow and drive in this way. But I'm going to teach it with a gi variation right now. So right now, to learn this, I'm going to step forward just a tiny bit with that foot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to steer him to not straight back, not straight to the side, but to this corner. So the arms are basically going to turn him towards you as my shoulder drives him backwards, which puts him driving to this corner. What I want to do is step out beside him. So I'm not crossing over, but step out beside him with enough room for this leg to come through. Turn. Enough room for this leg to come through. And I'm going to drive and turn just like this. And I'm going to pull this down and turn. My elbow's staying down, so I'm turning like this, hard, driving my shoulder into him. When I get that down, I'm going to start bringing my leg through, balancing on this one, just tapping. Avoid the temptation to transfer my weight onto this. You have a lot more success if you get in the habit of standing on that one leg so that you can reap through with this. But to learn it, don't reap through, just lean, step. Now partners, Abe's doing a really good job. Please don't bend over backwards for them, but don't overly resist. We just want to be able to step in to learn this first part. Okay? This way. When you have that down, move on to the second part, which is getting him to step. Okay. So as I do this, I want to get him to step with this leg. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have Abe kind of transfer ridiculously obvious back and forth. No one's going to do this for you, but so you can see it. You can see that weight transfer. If I want this leg to step forward, I want to pull on this side, but the timing is important. If I pull when his weight is on this, he can't step. If I pull when his weight's over here entirely, or moving over here, he can resist this because his weight's stable over here. But if I do it right as his weight's about to step down, it is harder for him to resist, at least naturally. And so we're trying to move with his natural motion. So I'm going to have him rock ridiculously obvious right now. And so you can see it. I'm going to pull right before he steps down. Right? He's about to step down, that's when I pull. Okay, and I'm going to circle. Okay? So what I want to just do, this angle. So just again, obviously no one's going to rock for you, but helps you see, let's back up. So as the weight comes to this side, I'm going to pull and drive my shoulder in. So I back out, driving my shoulder in. So a nice way to think about this, what I like to teach people once you get that principle down, is as you're walking around, we're pushing, we're pulling, we're going to circle away from the leg we want to trip. So let me show you that. Circling. See that? So I'm circling, 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 driving in. Okay, I'm going to have Abe do this real quick. So I'm going to have him grab my collar, my elbow, and I'm gonna have him circle. He wants to trip this leg, so he's circling away and pulling on my arm. And circling, 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 pull. Circling, 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 pull. Circling, 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 pull. When he pulls, notice he drives his shoulder in. Circling, 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 pull. Circling away from it, circling away from it, pull. See how that puts me in a great place to be thrown. You will never catch every attempt you're going for. So be patient with yourself. Most of the time, you are not going to get things perfectly. But when you're practicing it, you want to allow your partner to get it pretty much every, or close to every time. That doesn't mean you're doing it for them, but we want them to learn what it feels like when they're getting it, so that they can do it more easily when it's not being given to them. Okay, so you practice in a cooperative way as you're learning a new move. So do that carefully, practice, and then we'll start adding in the read. So I'm pulling and circling, 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 pull, drive this in. I'm gonna circle here, and now I've stepped, my shoulder's in, that is off balance. I can reach this leg out. Now, there's two major ways this happens. One, his weight is entirely on this, and I rip it out from underneath him, which looks like something like that. Okay, the other way is as I go, his weight transfers back to the other leg, and I transfer your weight to the other leg, and I pick this up, and I pick this up, and I just want to continue driving in that with that leg up, then I'll establish side control. Okay, so circle, step in, look for that, reach out, and establish my side control, just like so. Drive it in, drive it in, and breathe. Anyways, I'm Michael Pease, here with Abram Allred at Grapplers Elite.
Okay, Benson, get in there.
Get him, Jared. Got the head, Jared. There you go.
That's yours. Take it out.
Let's go. Be first. Get up, get up, get up. Take that back. Take that back. Take that back, David. Rotate to the back. Very good. Control. Control.